Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. This is the Morning Wood where you get what, Missy?
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, indeed. It is March 23rd. It is a Tuesday. Biscuits is not going to be here today. He popped on us last minute that he had a doctor's appointment. And then Miss Parker should be here. I don't know if she's going to show.
I hope so.
I hope so. But
I love Miss Parker. She's cool.
I do too. She's awesome. But we do have an awesome guest today. Well, kind of. It's Jeff.
Who? Oh, me. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you showed the fuck up.
I would have been here so many times over the past few months, man. But I'm 3 hours behind you guys, and usually I'm doing homeschool with the kid because of COVID and
parenting sucks.
Yeah.
Trust me. Homeschool with the kids is not exactly easy.
Yeah, I imagine.
Common Core math makes me want to pull my hair out.
True.
It's dumb. Common Core math is fucking stupid.
I've gotten to physical argument, not physical, but arguments with my kids' teachers because they have the right answer. And the answer is right. I don't care how they got the fucking answer.
Sure.
It's there and it's right. So you shouldn't be failing my kid just because they're not showing you the work that you want to see. They got to the fucking answer. That should be the fucking
It just
point.
seems a little too complicated for me. I mean, to go all around these circles and highways and ladders and stuff when you can just do
backwards.
This.
Right. I got in trouble with that all the time when I was a kid, actually. I can't remember exactly what, like long division, right? I got really tired because I fucking hated using a pen. I got really tired of trying to have to show my fucking work, so I got really good at visualizing long division problems, and I'd be like, okay, that's the answer. And they're like, no, you have to show your work. You have to show your work, or we're going to think that you're cheating. I'm like, why don't you just pay attention? Of course I'm not fucking cheating.
Right.
Fuck.
That's why it's crazy because each kid's an individual, right? So they all learn different. And that's the reason I hate the fact the way our educational system's set up anyway.
Yeah.
They put 30 kids in a room with one fucking teacher, and each one of those kids learn differently.
Yep.
But yet they teach them the same.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if one doesn't necessarily perform very well, they just consider it, well, it's a casualty of the system, but the system works. It doesn't fucking work. We have one of the worst educational systems in the fucking modern world.
Yeah.
It's awful. Absolutely awful.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible, man. Horrible.
That's one nice thing, though, about doing the homeschool thing, though, is if my kid doesn't really get something or his teacher just won't shut the fuck up, then I can go and explain it after the fact.
Yep.
And just kind of because I know how my kid's fucking brain works, I'm around them all the time. Fuck it. So that's cool.
I try to. My kids are now in AP fucking math they're doing
they surpassed
right
you
below
now.
trigonometry, and I'm just I can't help you, kid. I don't know.
Your kids have reached the level where they're just smarter than you.
Basically, in math, they have passed me many times over. I can still help them in their English bullshit, but when it comes to numbers, I tell them to call their dad.
I have this problem of I'm too pragmatic. So if I don't really see any value in what I'm trying to learn, I don't learn it. So I'd get into into calculus and trigonometry and shit, and I'm just I'm not gonna use this for anything, so I just stopped paying attention. It's awful. No, sine and cosine and fucking blah blah.
And
blah.
they're stressing. My kid wants to be a welder. That's what he wants to do.
That's a good career,
right?
He might need to learn that then.
Right. So he gets that the math part is important, but his teacher is hammering into him this SAT bullshit, and he doesn't understand 3 different basic concepts that he needs in order to solve the problem, and he keeps explaining that to her. I ended up having to call the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor ended up tutoring him. It was this whole big fiasco just because the teacher doesn't want to listen.
That's aggravating as fuck.
It's my kid was having a nervous breakdown.
Miss Parker's on her way, by the way.
Yeah, sweet.
I'm gonna jump her ass. I'm gonna cuss her out. I'm tired of PLC time.
I don't know. He wants to do underwater welding.
Oh,
like,
that's
he's very
big
specific.
fucking money.
That's
Right.
money,
Like,
right
that's
there.
what he's decided. Like, he's really into it, and he thinks doing underwater welding would be probably one of the coolest jobs on the planet. And I
used to think welding was
right.
cool until Repzion got into it. Now it's just shit.
No. I'm not gonna stomp on my kid's dream. If he wants to be an underwater welder, I'm gonna support the fuck out of him.
Yeah, but Repzion's a welder, so fuck him.
Yeah. One of my really, really good buddies, he's just recently moving into town, and he makes good money already because he's in construction, does welding, that sort of thing. But also, his wife's parents are retired, and so they pulled together and they get this massive house that's big enough that they don't actually have to see each other because they're on each side of this fucking crazy house. Mm-hmm. And so he's building a metal shop, and I'm going to help him build it, and then he's going to teach me how to weld. So,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, there she is. POC time's gotta go. I'm tired of shit.
Listen, you won't even believe what had happened was, hey, oh my God, Vaughn called me out.
Von Heltorn?
Von Heltorn?
He
called me out just now, and I went on his channel, and he's like, he wants to do an interview with me, and we're gonna talk about, me and Vaughn are gonna have a sit down, and we're gonna talk about how he feels.
You're not. You're not gonna talk.
Oh my!
He wants to clear the air.
Hey, wait, have you ever seen Von Helton? You're not gonna talk, by the way.
He also told me that if I talked to him, people would assume that me and him have a thing going on, and I informed him.
Why would they assume that?
Because apparently he's so hot, and then G-Man, he already said that I say his name when I'm having sex with my husband. So I'm just in this really bad.
You got horrible taste in men,
I do. I am just all over the place, you know. Jeff. Oh my God. Hi, Jeff. Good morning,
Hello.
Jeff. How are
Good
you,
morning.
love?
I am actually feeling really, really good today. You know, I had a conversation once with Von Heltorn. I was really curious because, you know, I'd always heard of bad things about Brett Keane. So I decided, like, fuck it, I'm just going to go and, like, hang out and be in this chat. And he's like, what's this with the check mark? Oh, hello. And he went and he looked me up and he's like, you seem really interesting. You want to come on a debate? I'm like,
no, he said he doesn't know who you are. I told him, I said, I have an interview with Jeff Holiday. Like, and he goes, oh, it's more important than me. And I go, yeah, Jeff is more important than you. I apologize. Vastly more important.
Oh, he knows who Jeff is.
And he said, I don't know who the fuck that is. Who the fuck is that?
He's full of shit.
He knows who I am.
He knows.
That's like G-Man that day. That's like when G-Man was talking about me and you that day, and he was talking about like he didn't know who Missy and Shabisky was. Yes, you do.
Yeah,
you know who the fuck they were.
Yeah,
that's why you have me blocked on your channel. You know who I am.
It's so stupid.
Be blocked.
Yeah. So Brett brings me onto this debate, and it's a flat Earth debate with fucking Von Heltorn and some other insufferable ass. It was so bad. Oh, it was amazing.
I honestly, I wish I was a YouTuber then. Like, because I used to watch the flat Earth debates, but I don't know. I think I would enjoy a flat Earth conversation.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. We did. Listen, we gotta understand. We all did it for views and clicks. We didn't enjoy that shit.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are different. I'm a weirdo. Okay, you don't know how bad I want to talk to Mark. What's his name? Mark Sargent.
Mark Sargent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know who that is.
Oh my God, he's like the king of flat earthers.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Is that the? Yeah.
Yeah, the little bald man.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I would die to talk to him. He's
so cute.
Oh, yeah. Or the one black dude the one black guy who's a flat earther that drinks his own pee.
Oh,
I would love to talk to him.
I don't know who that is.
I don't like the pee ones. I don't like the pee ones.
He's okay. He has a British accent. He became a breatharian. He does all the woo. He does all.
Well, you understand. I don't watch YouTubers like all y'all do.
Oh, okay.
I used to, but then I started talking to these people, actually get interact, and then I was like, I know, I don't want to be around you people.
It's amazing how many piss videos I have to watch a month. It's pretty wild.
It's so bad.
I have a selective few of content creators that I actually like Jeff. I like Jeff, Ben, and all them. Okay, but most of them, nah, I don't like them.
Okay, Jeff, have you seen the guy who drinks pee through his nose?
There's a few. My favorite one is a dude named Brother
Why?
Sage.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
they do that?
Yeah, so Brother Sage is also. I just realized this last month. He did this thing called the World Urine Conference or something like that, right?
I watched the whole
God.
conference. It was 7 days of all the urine drinkers, and they were just talking and all the best ways to keep your urine fresh.
Well, I mean, now
how
there's that
long
one.
you keep it. It was amazing. It was very informative.
Is that the one
It
that's
is.
the dude that does shit in his backyard like it's built? Because there's one guy that does that.
I think that's Jan Shamanic. That's a
Okay.
different piss drinker. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's crazy about that convention? They're now. I thought it was just like an annual thing. Like once a year, they're gonna get together and they're gonna talk about drinking pee. Whatever. Not whatever, but God. But no. So no, they're doing it once a month.
Once a
Shut
month.
up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh my God. Once a month?
Because it's that important to get together.
Okay,
and
can
talk
I?
about
Okay,
it.
what is the benefits from that they think is the benefits?
Okay, so some of the benefits of drinking urine, okay, you gotta think about it. Your body has all of these nutrients and vitamins, but your body can't hold all of them. So most of them go out in your urine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our urine and we're gonna age it.
Redistribute. Okay.
And yeah, you're gonna drink it back in because all that little the urine at the bottom is the good stuff, you know.
No,
Right.
And
right.
you concentrate it down, and then you add purified water, you know, to it, and then you drink it. And what it does is it rehydrates you. It flushes your body of any impurities or toxins.
Nah, it don't
It'll
work
keep
like
you
that.
from dying. You're not gonna die any younger. You won't get a cold. If you lose a finger, you can grow it back.
Oh,
you know?
well.
This is better than jelly juice. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
understand. It'll cure
man.
everything. You got a herpes on your lip.
Well
Put a
said.
little urine on it.
No,
That's what you
yeah.
do. Put a little
Got some hearing loss. Just drip some pee in there.
urine.
There's a lot.
The guy.
From what that's just not true, though. I mean, that would actually causes more health issues than it would create.
So
But
they'll age the urine too. Like they'll let it sit sometimes in the sun, sometimes not. Sometimes they'll put like a fucking pyramid over it to concentrate the chi, you know, that kind of
Oh,
shit.
my
Yes,
God.
I like
And-
the crystal pea. Yes, the crystal
Yes.
pea is the best pea.
And then they'll lift it up and it'll be like super old urine, so it's brown. And they're like, you see that? That's stem cells. It's not stem cells. It's crystallized.
Does it get that
salt.
like that layer, like the pudding layer on it and stuff?
I'm
It
gonna
looks
throw
like
up.
beer.
I'm
If you've
legit
ever
gonna
like
throw
done
up.
beer, it literally
Gonna
has
vomit.
like there's a heavy part to it, like where it
Well, a
gets really
skin.
heavy.
There becomes like a skin to it.
Almost.
Yeah.
And they that's the best part. Like the
No.
one dude that I have a video of, he's doing it through his nose. He aged his urine for a year, and he goes, "This is my best batch." He's like, he has batches of urine.
And they'll fucking label the jars and shit too. Oh man.
Fucking crazy.
Oh, it's wild. Yeah.
This
I
year was
like-
made in 1972. It's a good year.
It's a fine vintage.
Fine.
My personal favorite is when they use an enema bag and they squirt their own piss up their butt.
No,
you
no,
know?
no,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do everything with it. They'll bathe in it. They wash their faces, their hair.
Why
in it,
do
they
these
do
people get to
everything
be
with it.
alive? Like, why has a natural selection?
Because
just,
pee
you know,
makes them live longer.
I'm
apparently.
going to give them an answer. Here's the thing. Now, I found out digging because I was like, why are people doing this? Apparently, in the olden times, like back when Grampy Lobster was a baby, people used to wash their clothes in urine, right? Like that was that's what you used for soap. That's what you used to clean stuff with. So apparently, these people, they're just using, you know, the ancient knowledge that we forgot, you know. So this is they're tapping into something. You know, a lot of them happen to be crystallers too, right? Like they do the yoga and they're, you know, they're super in touch with the chi, and you gotta. Oh, what about? Have you seen the guys who do the sun for their butthole? They
Butthole sunning,
pull-
yeah.
butthole sunning. You know, you gotta get it on your taint. Get your taint. What is it? Taint tanning. That's what.
Taint tanning. Yeah.
Tintillating tank
I
tanning.
don't want to tan my teeth.
There is one thing though. This is pretty important because like somebody was like, why is it that all these people think that it's healthy, but they always look like they're dying? Not all. In fact, one of my favorite things to do when I do like the Wingnut Roundup is I find the pee drinkers that are like really pretty, like
the
super
one that
hot.
looks like Jesus, the blonde,
Yeah.
like ripped Jesus looking one.
Yeah, or
remember
like
his name.
and it's the more normal or more attractive they are, I like to point that out because like you don't know who's drinking their pee-pee and rubbing it on their face. They could be sitting next to you on the bus right now.
It's true.
You've got pee all over them.
Oh my! There's just so many wonderful weirdos
You
out
smell
there.
that? That's pee.
Can you imagine what it would be like? You go like you get on a Tinder date and somebody's like, "Yeah, I'm really into fitness. I'm really into health." Blah 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 blah. And then like you go over to their house and there's just this weird kind of odor, and like you go to like try and find something to like wash your hands with because they're out of soap. And you open up the cabinet and there's just jars of piss. And then you realize like
I would leave.
I'm in a pee drinker's house.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Have you ever met one of? I have never met a pee drinker in person that I know of. Anyway,
I have. Oh yeah, I have.
I've never met one in person. I would like to talk to one of them. I'm very interested. I'd like to pick their little brains on that. Like, why are we doing this? You know?
Nope.
Yeah.
So and good. I want to meet a what do you call the hollow earthers? I found out about hollow earthers and I really want to know more about them and like how that works. Like
that's a fun one. It's been like there's a couple of different types of hollow earth. There's the ones that think the earth is kind of like a Dyson sphere. It's just kind of hollow on the inside except for the core. There are ones that think that there are massive tunnels either dug by like ancient creatures that maybe they still exist or they don't. Ant people. Like all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah, the ant people from the ancient times that were digging, who went underground because they were being saved from a flood, and then they changed, and now they're coming back above ground, so they kind of look like us.
So do they have ant butts? Like, do they have multiple legs and ant booties?
That'd be cool.
That would be fucking terrifying.
I'd fuck an ant person. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You would
big old
on a thorax? Really? You're telling me really?
Man, I would nut all over the thorax and I'd polish it in. Get it shiny.
See, you gotta understand, Jeff's a fucking freak, dude.
I want them to twerk the ant.
Jeff would pretty much put his dick in just about anything to say he did it.
Well, my ass is almost as big as a thorax, so maybe I can get a
She
shot.
does got a very nice buttocks.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I like her butt.
Thank you.
I don't like her mouth, though. She talks too fucking much.
God damn it. Don't make me start telling dad jokes. It's a bunch of bullshit. You know, he loves dad jokes, Jeff. Did you know that?
No, I don't, Jeff. She's a lying. She is a lying fucking human being right now.
Loves them. Oh, talking about being a lying human being. So I've been conning people into eating this chocolate.
Oh, God.
It's a really spicy chocolate, and what you have to do is you have to eat one piece every minute for 12 minutes and see if you can survive, right?
Ooh.
And we're gonna raise money for a hotline to help people during COVID. So, you know, a lot of people have been going through mental illness and they're just like stressed out, depressed, and there's this hotline out there right now.
What's wrong with the chocolate?
Deal with that. It's spicy. And all I'm asking you to do is eat the spicy chocolate. And I'm wondering if Pimp,
MissyAnn, I can't.
Want to join us while we do this live so everyone can be entertained by our horrible faces. I
will join you, but I can't eat it because of medical stuff.
Okay, medical reasons.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't like, I like spicy food, but once it gets to a certain spice, I fucking hurl. But I do, however, depending on scheduling, I do have this friend of mine that I torture with super spicy things. So I could show up with him and like force him to eat
there
it.
There you go.
That would be fun. And we're just going to raise money for a good cause, for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He makes he makes excellent faces too. And he screams a lot, but he likes it because he's a masochist. So might be able to do that.
Okay, cool beans.
Yeah.
I'm still setting it all up, so I'll get we'll do some contact information and set everything up.
I want to do
MissyAnn.
There you go,
do
Missy.
You want to do the chocolates? You'll die.
I'll die. You don't understand. Like, I am your average white girl, and like mild salsa like hurts me.
Oh no!
And I'll cry.
I love spicy shit, but I used to love it too much.
I used to love it.
I fucked my stomach up.
Like marinated jalapeno peppers just on bread, just all day. I love the shit. But then I got pregnant and I had kids, and now for some reason can't eat spicy shit.
Well, I want to do
because of Rev and his little chip challenge, and we were like, "Oh, this is hilarious!" So we.
I remember when Sophane and Fat Pat did. I don't know if it was. Were they nuts?
They were
nut.
Yeah.
The spicy, and Sophane ended up puking.
Yep.
I watched that. That was fucking
great.
Hilarious. But I will not be. No.
I love spicy. I'll eat jalapenos are great. Habaneros are great. But there's a certain point where it goes.
The scuffles get stupid,
Yeah, and like you don't even really taste the pepper anymore. All you taste is just capsaicin, like just nothing but that chemical burn.
Yeah,
and that's usually when I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I love the taste of. There's a Mexican place around the corner from me that has this poblano sauce, and it is spicy, and for some, like I can take that. I'll eat the hell out of that shit. But anything above that, you're like, I'll cry.
Well, there's a challenge that I want to do, but I want to do the Trumpster Bob challenge.
What's that?
Trumpster Bob has this challenge to prove that you're not gay. He wants grown men to show him their assholes.
Yep, you got to bend over and show him your booty hole so he can judge on whether or not it's been
if it's blown out, it's gay. You're gay. But if it's not blown out, you're not. But
so he wants you to bend over and show him.
I think he just has a fetish for
he's got a gay thing going on. Yeah.
Okay, he just wants to see buttholes.
Well, what
can I do that?
Yeah, well, on tap one night, me, Shabisky, Ben, and Scott was on there, and we was fucking with Trumpster Bob. We started talking to him. I called him and started talking to him, and that he wanted to see all of our assholes. He wanted to go private and look at our buttholes.
Would I get in trouble if I demanded people show me their starfishes?
Yeah.
Who cares? That sounds great. Let's see it.
I feel like that should be an entire show. Let's go. Like, I'll put you on live if you show me your taint. Like, let me see your taint, and then I'll put you on.
Show me your fucking
You want to get in? Bend over and spread them. You know what to do.
I love it.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
Yeah, it's but yeah, he's weird. He's a weird dude.
Bend over and spread them for him.
Trumpster Bob's an interesting guy. Yeah, he I don't know. He trips me out sometimes, but I don't know. You know what he's doing? He's living his best life. He's living his best life. Fuck it. No. Absolutely not.
I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna disagree. I don't like when people say, "Well, they live in their best." Fuck, if their best life's annoying to me, I'm gonna fucking talk about
it. Sure,
no, man.
Why not?
Their best life is annoying to me.
Yeah. I say people say, "Don't kink shame." Fuck you. If I find it weird, I'm gonna kink shame it.
No. I don't kink shame.
If a motherfucker's taking barbed wire, putting it on marbles, and shoving it up their ass, I'm gonna say something about it.
I saw a contraption that you put around the head of your dick, and it goes into your pee hole and spreads your pee hole open so that you can pour like sriracha into your dick.
That is stupid.
Did you say pour sriracha into your dick hole?
Yep.
But why?
But why?
But why?
I didn't ask questions. I just saw it and kept it moving.
But why?
You know, and that's neat. And next on to the next one. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit's pretty wild. I mean, so there was way back in the day, I used to hang out at this piercing shop all the time. I used to have fuck tons of piercings, and I got involved in that whole scene for a while. And they always had this strange thing in the case, and I wonder what the fuck it was for. It looked like a police's baton, like a nightstick, like a tonfa, you know, where it's got the stick, and then one little post coming up, and you like hold it, and it goes against your arm. But it's small. It was only like that big. And I was like, what the fuck is that for? And they're like, oh, that's a Prince Albert sounding wand. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Basically, you lube it up, you stick it down your pee hole.
No.
And then you take the other post, and it goes through the hole for your Prince Albert, and it screws into the other one, so it stays in your pee, in your dick, in your pee hole.
No, that's not okay.
It was wide too. It was big. It was wider around than like a pencil. It was.
Ouch.
Oh my god, that's not okay.
I feel like you have to work up to something like that. Yeah, I feel like you can't just start with that thing. You gotta.
Oh yeah, you gotta step ladder.
You know how they have those like things where you can do your gauges yourself and you move them up.
You're muted, pimp. Are you drinking pee?
Whiskey, my brother.
Oh, okay.
Look like key.
Hell yeah, drink that pee-pee.
I wish it was pee. All the benefits.
Tons of benefits. Oh, I found a lady worse than Jelly Juice, sweetie. I found one.
Did you?
I did. Okay, so this woman is she's okay, so instead of salt, it's sugar. That is the problem here. So she's making these juice drinks, and the amount of sugar that's in them is nowhere near a healthy amount. It's crazy. And she says her drinks will cure diabetes.
Of course.
How's it going to cure diabetes if it's made of pure sugar?
Yeah, it's like pineapples. She'll take an entire pineapple, put it in there, some blueberries, and then a bunch of other juice, a bunch of other fruits, and she's like, yeah, this is gonna burn fat for 48 hours, and you drink the whole thing. And every day she's been posting these videos of all these juices that she makes. And I was talking to someone who works in nutrition, and they're like, the amount of sugar in this stuff will literally send you into a diabetic coma.
Yep.
Like, just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what a lot of don't. I mean, like, nutrition is such a really strange, complicated topic, even more complicated than most shit that I talk about. And one thing that I had to get warned away from, because I was like, this is maybe, I don't know, like 11, 12 years ago, I was like, I'm going to get super healthy. Fruit is really good for you. So I'm going to eat a fuck ton of fruit. And so I ate shit tons of fucking pineapple and strawberries every single fucking day. And I started feeling like dog shit.
Pineapple's not that good for you at all.
It's just sugar.
I didn't know because I was just very naive back then.
And you're supposed to eat your fruit. By the way, everybody wants to juice their fruit. You're supposed to juice your veggies, eat your fruit.
Right, exactly. Especially because fruit's good for fucking roughage and shit and digestion. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then eventually I had to go and talk to a nurse friend of mine. And they were like, you're eating how much fucking fruit? And you're wondering why the fuck you're like, you don't have solid shits and you feel like trash all day? You're eating like one serving.
Ain't you supposed to eat like one serving a day?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they recommend, right?
Yeah.
That's like you can overdo anything, I guess.
Yeah, I'd probably.
I mean, I accept pussy.
Yes, that's the one exception.
You can overdo that. Can't you?
Nope.
No.
Haven't yet?
I haven't reached my limit yet.
I mean, I think King Cobra has overdone masturbation because he'd get swanker scabs. But that's probably like.
But we don't want to do it because he dry rubs it. He dry rubs his dick. Who in the fuck dry masturbates? That is dumb.
Listen, man, you don't want to use lube because using lube that's a beta move. you want to get the friction.
I've had my friends say, "Well, I don't want to use lotion." Well, do this.
So bad.
I mean, just spit in your fucking hand. That's all it takes.
Just spit on it. Most problems that you have that are sexual nature, all you have to do is just spit on it, and it's usually a lot better.
And people say, "Oh, that's gross." Fuck you, that's gross. You love it when a chick spits on your dick. Don't lie.
Well, I hate when people. So.
Well, no, wait a minute. Now, spitting on people and spitting during sex is different.
Is it though?
Yeah, because if you just spit at somebody, that's the ultimate sign of disrespect.
Right.
But Jesus did it.
Well, Jesus is an asshole.
He spit in somebody's eyeball, and then he spit on a couple people.
Yeah, but he did it to heal them. He healed them though with his.
He had magic spit.
With his holy spit.
Okay. I have holy spit.
Well, spit on my ball. Let's see.
Wouldn't it be great if you had actual magic sperm, magic sperm, and
I do.
Okay, so in my mind, I'm thinking a bunch of little sperms that are like magicians, they're all Chris Angel.
Get a little top hat.
I'll get little hats.
Yeah, they're like, in my mind, like, is that what that is?
I told a Joe that you will respect the other day, Jeff. You will respect this joke. We had Landon on, right? He was talking about space and Mars, and he said something about transpermia. And I was like, is that when Blair White masturbates?
Oh my God. That's good.
It is.
That's good. I'm just saying, like, the Bible story would be very different if Jesus healed with his jizz. Like, there's this old man, he's blind, he's like,
in your eyeball, dude.
Old father, hold still. I'm going to heal you. And they're like, Jesus, what are you doing? Jesus, what are you fucking doing? He's like, hang on. Don't talk. Actually, talk just a little bit. Call me dirty. And then he fucking spunks in that old man's eyes, and the old man's like,
well, how do you think
how do
you think he did the fishes and loaves of bread? He fucked them.
Yeah, he fertilized the fish.
To fertilize the fishies. This is so, you know what? I love it. You should do, the Bible by Jeff and just reinterpret the entire Old Testament.
I should.
Wonderful.
I was doing that for a while, though, actually. Me and my buddy was doing that for a while, then we stopped. I was doing the Pimpology Bible, and it was like the regular Holy Bible, but it was my version.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and it was really fucked up. I had Jesus doing some fucked up shit.
Well, I mean, he already does. There's already enough fucked up shit.
Yeah, but I had orgies and... Yeah, I had all kind of shit going on, like
all sorts of crazy shit.
Incest, man. He was fucking the hell out of Mary, but he was fucking his mama.
I think there probably is already.
I'll be right back.
Somewhere in the Bible.
Well,
so, there's incest in there. There's a couple of incest.
Well, think about it. There's incest. I mean, okay,
Cain and beginning, yeah.
Cain and Abel, right? All of a sudden they had wives. Where the fuck them wives come from?
Where they come from? Where they come from? Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden, they were the only people on Earth and women appeared. I mean, it's just, something weird there.
Yep.
That was their sisters.
It doesn't make sense. So,
nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got a discussion about the Bible today, talking about you're going to tell me penguins walked all the way from the Antarctica to fucking Jerusalem to cross a lake?
That's why they don't have legs to this day, because they had to walk all the way over there. That's why they have little. Yeah, they walk their little legs off. And
like a lot of people don't even, still to this day, don't know that the Red Sea is actually a fucking lake.
It is the most gigantic sea ever. And
it's not a sea, it's a fucking lake.
It is. Okay, and the Lord parted it.
He what did he?
He parted it.
He parted it. Okay.
He parted it.
And people wondering why I'm drinking this morning. It's because I am out of medication, and whiskey does help a little bit with the pain.
It does.
So I'm having myself a little liqueur.
A little
liqueur. And no, I'm not drunk yet. I just started sipping on it, so I know people gonna see me drinking because they do that shit all the time. Pip's drunk.
Yep.
Whatever.
Get turned. Get turned, Pimp.
Get crunk up in here.
Get crunk.
I'm gonna get crunk up in here.
Billy said he tipped you.
Billy's a lying bitch. No, I'm gonna say.
I love Billy, man.
Yes, he did. He gave $5. Said Miss Parker blocked Vaughn because she is super mean. Read this if you are a baby back bitch. I guess I'm a baby back bitch.
First of all, I don't block anybody. Okay, I don't block anybody.
I like some good baby back rib though.
The only person on this YouTube that I would block is that frog that hangs out with Dragnot. That's the only person that I would block.
Oh, I block. Oh, fuck that. I block. I'm gonna be honest with you. Back in the day when I first started doing this shit, I am not blocking anyone. Why should I have to fuck all that. I will block a motherfucker real quick now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because people get on my goddamn nerves now. Back when I first started, people didn't get on my nerves that much. Now people get on for my sanity and for me not to leave the state of Mississippi, come to wherever you're at and beat you the fuck up, I will block you.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe
you get blocked quick, fast.
I bet Jeff agrees with me on that.
Blocking people, but right now I don't block nobody.
Well, I do. Like I said, back in the day when I first started, I was like, "Oh, I'll never block anyone." But now I block a motherfucker real quick.
Oh, dude, I block people all the fucking time.
Hell yeah.
Everybody blocks people. I'm too new to be blocked.
It's for my sanity. Like I said, it's for my sanity. Because if I don't, I know me. I will buy a ticket, go to your state, and kick your ass. That's the way I am. So I do it for my sanity and for your health.
Yeah, true. I block, I moderate, like I do all that shit, man. Like I ain't got fucking time for it. I don't give a fuck. You know.
That's all
Then
I
again,
remember. Yeah.
And again, I reduce how much like bullshit I have to deal with these days. Like I left
Me too.
Twitter. I'm gone. Fuck Twitter. I'm out
I know
of
I was
there.
messaging you for days on Twitter. And
You have my phone number.
Well, I forgot I did because I switched numbers and everything, and I forgot that I had your number.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with Monty. Like I forgot I had Monty's number forever, and then one day I was like, "Oh shit, I got it. Why am I texting him? I can text him."
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I used to be the one that was on here like, "Oh, don't block people, don't kick people out of your chat room. Let freedom of speech. Fuck all that shit now."
Yep.
I haven't got there yet. Right now, I'm
You
still
will.
enjoying it. Like, there's this one chick right now. Her name is Nikki, and she hates my fucking guts. Also, I got this lady Faith, apparently, who used to hang out with Shani. She hates me. They call me all sorts of bitches and hoes and just,
So, but you're just
it's
now
amazing.
getting into this, right?
It tickles the shit
Eventually,
out of me
when
right
you
now.
get 500 of them a day, 500 people, Jeff knows what I'm talking about. When you get 500 people a day talking shit, it gets on your nerves.
Yeah. I can see that. Like, but here's the thing: I'm an adult enough to know, like, I can walk away. Right?
I'm not adult enough to know
like,
that.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people, they kind of get absorbed in it and they forget that you can just walk, like, you can just turn it off.
Right.
You know, it's not.
But it's harder than what you think, though, because you get so in it, right?
You get invested, yeah.
And like I said, now I can walk away easily. I mean, now I can just, I don't give a fuck now. But back in the day, several years ago, when I first started this shit, I was invested and I was trying. But now, if you like me, I would rather you like me, right? I honestly would. I would rather you like me. But if you don't, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's this process that kind of happens. You start out and you're just doing it for fun, and then like you start to build a type of community. You get really
start making a little money,
and then you start making some money, and then next thing you know, like it's your job, and you still want to maintain like that sense of community sort of thing. But you know, the internet is always trying to push you, especially when you're doing content and creation and that sort of thing. It pushes you to want to like keep it exciting, keep pushing it, maybe follow a trend, maybe if it's a trend that you don't really believe in.
Exactly.
And then you start getting in fucking trouble, and then like then you have and everybody gets controversy, and then you start responding to controversy, which is the last thing you should ever fucking do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then suddenly like you're immersed in it, and you're just a regular ass fucking person, but you're like inundated with this shit, and you feel stuck, and you don't know what the fuck to do. Like, how did I get in this situation? How am I so easily hurt by like these people that I don't even know? I never see their faces. I never hear their fucking voices, and it's bothering me. And then I just thought, yeah. And then
at the end of the day, you're human.
And then it's at some point, hopefully, you get to be like me, and you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna make what I make, and if you don't like it, you can fuck off. Whatever.
I finally got to that point.
Yeah,
I did. I got to that point. It took me a long time, but now I'm at the point now where it's like when people are like, why don't you ever talk to me? Well, when I cut this off, I very rarely talk to people on here. Yeah. I'm this is it. I mean, honestly, I talk to them about like, oh, you want to be on the show and shit like that. But then I don't like, I don't ever miss. I love Jeff. Jeff would be one that I would talk to, but I don't want to talk to him every day either.
Yeah.
It's because we're too involved. I used to be way too involved. And then now Jeff knows this as well. You can get involved in drama without even doing anything.
Oh yeah.
Recently, me and Jeff together we haven't even talked about this, but we recently got brought up in a bunch of shit, and we got nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing.
Not a damn thing. And they're sitting there talking shit on me and Jeff, and I'm sitting there like, what did we do?
Yeah.
And it's a case of terminally online like syndrome and shit. Bill says time to retire. I'll tell you what, man. Here's the thing. I still love what I do, but like the bullshit that's usually surrounding it's not something that I like. It's a healthy thing for me. So now what I've ended up doing on my channel, I love doing the roundup, so I'll always do the roundup. And then I only make a video if I really, really feel passionate about what I'm doing. And like, and Ms. Parker knows, like, you know, there are big projects that I'm working on that I believe in. But also, if there's ever going to be a point where I can take what I've made and move it into something else that maybe I feel has more substance, I'll fucking do that in a heartbeat, man.
And you also learn how to separate it too. You also learn, like I eventually learned how to separate what I do here and in the regular show. Like I can turn them out. Tune them out. So I can actually tune the motherfuckers out now. I used to not be able to do that.
I'm lucky. Like I feel really lucky because when you guys first got on, you didn't have any mentors really. There was nobody really showing you the ropes and walking you down that road. And I can say that I'm extremely lucky to know Pimpmunk, to have these side conversations with someone like Jeff and Drag and, these people who have larger platforms, who've been here 10, 15 years, who've gone through the smoke, who've dealt with the controversies.
Oh, yeah.
And I can listen to what they tell me and I am having a lot of fun. Like at the end of the day, like when I go live, I've been able to go live on my channel and it's literally just me doing, I guess, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. It's just Miss Parker talking shit. And I'm just jumping all over the internet, finding fun stuff, talking to the chat. Yeah. And I am able to walk away, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Because I've learned from you guys. You guys tell me these things like, all right, don't get too invested. Don't put your heart on your sleeve. Don't apologize for what you believe in. And these things have helped me so
that
far.
is a big one right there. That last one.
Yeah, I refuse to apologize.
And don't also, here's another thing. I know Jeff will agree with me on this. Don't get suckered into doing something for clicks and views. Like, because I did. Like back in the day, I got suckered into doing the edgelord shit back in the day, right? Didn't even believe half the shit I was really saying.
You're just getting in there. Yeah, you want the clicks. You're just getting in there for the traction.
Yeah, I didn't care for half. I mean, honestly, I wasn't even that passionate about it. I was just doing it for views because people liked it.
Yep. That's exactly what it was. I mean, fuck, dude. Like, I very like every month, I go back through my YouTube library of like my older stuff, especially like in a certain era. And I'll go through and I'll like watch an old video and I'm like, nope, I didn't believe any of that shit. You
were able to like reinvent yourself too, like pretty good. I'm still not grabbed off of that one yet, but I'm trying. But yeah, you did pretty good at it. Sure. By the way, let me read some tips real quick. Got one from who's your buddy? Gave me 20. Thank you. Says Mrs. Parker and Daddy Jeff on the same show without Shabs. This might be the perfect stream. Coronavirus Monkey, also known as Carnivorous Ape, but I call him Coronavirus Monkey. Billy is ignoring me in the chat. He should join the other two Puerto Ricans in the chocolate challenge. Calling you out, Billy. Damn. PT Ham gave 15. Said Money Kids. Thank you. The goal is 60, so we've made 5, 10. Okay, we made 30, 45 so far, so we're good. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, so Puerto Ricans in the. I don't know what the deal was about the Puerto Ricans, but whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't like Puerto Ricans.
No?
Yeah, I love them.
I'm very confused.
No, I don't think there's anybody I don't like anymore. I used to make jokes about Asian people, but I can't do that no more because the poor things are getting attacked left and right. So I have to.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. That's
going on. I'm not going to make jokes about Asian drivers anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys a question since you've been on the internet longer than me. Now, do you think that people having access to platforms like YouTube do you think there's more people coming out as mentally kind of disturbed? Okay, like we have people like the Vaughns and the Shannies and the G-Mans and all these people who literally they film their whole life every day, like Playmate Tessie. Mm-hmm. Are there more people doing that now because it's easier to broadcast yourself? Mm-hmm. Or is it a product of a generation of Vines? Like, right? Like we grew up watching Vines and stuff.
A little like both, I think.
I don't know if the question makes sense, right?
No, like, it does. Okay. It makes sense. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think that I think this past year is definitely going to kind of exacerbate the problem. But I think that we as a species, we very much like to have some sort of validation, and we also really like to have a certain amount of conflict. And having the ability to effectively be anybody and put yourself out there and get attention, whether it's positive attention or negative attention, is such a powerful attractor that people will latch onto it. And then you have other people who might have something going on in their lives. Maybe it's a pre-existing medical condition. Maybe it's like a certain type of mental illness. I know, for example, like when I was a kid, I was a teenager in the 90s, was really at the start of like, is there a problem with your child? Don't talk to them. Give them medication. You know, that kind of thing. And I desperately was just trying to find some way to connect with people. And if I had had the internet, holy shit. Oh my God. I would have broadcasted the absolute most god-awful, painful, cringy shit on the fucking planet. So I think that the internet was always going to kind of do this as it became easier for people to express themselves. I think it's more of a case of human nature than anything else, really.
Yeah.
It's like the internet and social media, and especially things like, you know, TikTok and YouTube and blah blah blah, basically is like an amplification machine for all of our best and worst traits. And we are also unfortunately extremely judgmental people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we haven't really been teaching, because we're trying to figure out all this shit, and we haven't really been teaching like our kids too as they're growing up. Like, you need to maybe have like a filter between you and the world, and, you know, maybe only lower that filter for people that you trust.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, where is the filter now? Because like I've been doing the story on Tessie. Like, I've been following her, and she's a great example of just that. She has no filter in her life. Every moment of every day, she's on this computer. She's constantly videotaping all her conflicts, all her issues.
Yep.
So, and she's 19 years old. She may be 20 coming up soon. You know,
man.
So this is an entire generation of people. It's not just her. So what do we do with these people? Because I know in 20 years, these people are going to be the leaders, the leaders of our society, and they don't have a filter. What does that look like? You know? What is this space that?
Well, now, like you said, she's 20 though. That filter will probably come with age too.
You think so, but they didn't grow up like us. We grew up in a generation where there was real life. Even if you did happen to go into chat rooms and you were lucky enough to have that, you still had to interact in real life. Real life is really turning into an online spectacle.
Oh, it's
where is the line now? Where?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I mean,
I keep going through this. Like, the more I find out about Tessie, the more I keep asking this question. And I know there may not be an answer, but I just wanted to throw it out there because you guys have seen more than me.
Right.
Online, so
I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who are going to unfortunately have to come to terms with the fact that their past deeds will always be perfectly on display. I mean, we live in the time of lol cows and kiwi farms and things like that. Everything's documented. Everything's this. Everything's that. My one hope, not just for like these people, but also for me too, is that as a society, as basically all of our worst traits are basically laid bare onto the world, we also start to understand that, you know, the whole adage of he who is without sin casts the first stone, sort of thing of like, you know, okay, yes, you're doing something wrong, but I'm also going to answer with a little bit of compassion and understanding, and maybe, sweetie, like, dial it back just a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We also live in the time of like a massive amount of childhood suicides.
Oh yeah.
yes.
You know, and like cyberbullying and stalking and shit that leads like very vulnerable, mentally unstable people to just go and fucking eat themselves.
Yeah.
So I like, it's not like we can get rid of the internet, and we can't really stop people from acting cringe and being cringe on there. I don't know, man.
Like, because I asked myself, I have this lady, and I've kind of backed off from her. I call her Misa.
Yeah.
And she's obviously mentally unstable. She's schizophrenic. She believes the government is preventing her from giving birth to her children. She's been pregnant for 5-6 years now. And she talks about this all the time. Now she geared back up. I released some stuff she said last night. She's talking about the election, Donald Trump, all this stuff. But the thing is, I have to ask myself the question, am I, because I won't release her real name. I don't give out her page. I don't want anybody to go talk to her or be mean to her. She only has 30 followers. But in my mind, I'm like, am I part of the problem, right? As I display her to other people, Am I now
Yes.
part of the bullying problem? And should I correct that behavior? How
Yes.
do I approach this? I still think it's a story that needs to be talked about,
Mm.
but how do you do that in a sensitive way?
But to be a part of the solution, you can also be a part of the problem.
Right.
So you can be both. It's a double-edged sword, right? I mean, so yeah. So you could be contributing in both to the solution and the problem. It's weird, but it's the truth.
I think that it's you kind of have to balance out the factors. How I usually do it when I'm looking at somebody that I'm going to be making a video on. The first thing I always ask myself is, if I bring this person to light, is it because I think that they are doing actual harm, or by example, perhaps making it more possible for people to harm themselves? I don't count the roundup in that, because if I think somebody's just crazy and weird, I appreciate it and I just want to show it to people. And I usually don't bully those people either. Like, I don't really bully the pee drinkers unless they're like, don't take your meds. And then I'm like, you're a fucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, it's a fine balance. You have to kind of like figure out exactly which, and the thing is, the integrity that you want to cultivate in doing that isn't even necessarily the integrity of like how you're presenting on your channel, because that doesn't matter. People are going to view your channel and how you act and how you do, regardless of what your intentions are.
Yeah.
It has to be entirely about your own integrity and how you feel. That's really all it's about.
Okay.
Yeah, because people are going to do what they want to do, and people are going to. But are you? Yeah.
It's easy for me. It's super easy for me to talk about G-Man and Shani and Vaughn, because I know for a fact that these people are
bad people.
They are. Like, they're just bad people.
Oh yeah, they are bad people.
Bad people.
Yeah, but when I get into these other ones, that there seems to be like this. There's a gray area.
Well, that goes to show you that you are actually thinking about it, though, and that's a good thing. That you are like, am I going to harm? Am I going to do more harm or good? And then you just weigh it out and then decide for yourself. Then don't regret the decision you make either. I don't. I always, when I talk about people, I make sure, like you said, I don't mind talking about Shani, for Christ, because she's a cunt, and it's okay. You know, she's a piece of shit. Yep. But if I just find somebody like this person you're talking about, I don't know who they are, but if they, I will think about it before I do it, because, you know, she's still a human. At the end of the day, she is a human too, right? So
exactly. There's one young lady I have, and I don't think I'll ever release her, but she's very mentally.
Why did you capture her in the first place?
I found her because I started following her story because she intrigued the hell out of me. She was like a juggalo. And she was really big into the situation, and she was really, really cool. She did music. She was just really out there. And I was like, oh my God, this is a wonderful oddity. Well, the more I found out about her, the more I found out that no, this woman is abused by her boyfriend. He's making her do these videos. This is not a good situation. And as I follow the story, her family gets her out of it. She's now in recovery. I still follow her and give her the likes and the love, but I don't think I could ever parade her as an oddity, because I know if I showed her past, it may come back. You know what I mean? Then people would start invoking that again, and she's trying her best to move on.
Right.
So it's like, and I kind of keep her as a reminder of what not to do. Right. So I just have her in my background. Like, okay, I never want to hurt anyone. The way this young lady was bullied and hurt online, even though she was entertaining, it still wasn't the right thing to do. Right. So yeah, like I'm trying to balance it. I try to find my way. I'm trying to find it.
Well, just like Miyagi said, balance in life.
Yes.
Miyagi's always right.
That's fair.
Yeah, Miyagi from Karate Kid. Goddamn, y'all.
Oh, I see.
The one who caught the fly.
The lesson about balance, right? Missy, what are we doing in the second hour?
We eat, man.
That's what I tell you to give us money, and you do so. In the description below, Shabisky, who was too shitty to show up today, but he was in the chat room earlier.
Yep.
Has a Patreon. Please become a patron of Shabisky. Missy has a Patreon. She's got photos for your viewing pleasure. You'll enjoy them, and she needs the money, so help her out. I have a Patreon, Streamlabs, and the direct link to PayPal. Please tip. Tomorrow on the show, who do we got? We got Black Guy TV and Marilyn Mathers will be here. So That's it.
Noise.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Halls, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel caught the fly. He did caught the fly. He caught the fly.
Oh, he's the one who caught the fly. I thought
Yeah, Miyagi did not catch the fly. I don't know.
Mandela effect. I call Mandela effect on that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I distinctly remember the movie that I watched as a child. Mr. Miyagi caught a fly.
No, he was trying to catch the fly, and then Daniel went over there and caught it the first try.
That's how you know we're in another reality. This is what they're doing to us. See? Right here.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess it was. I don't know. Shit, man. I don't know. So I'm a huge Cobra Kai fan. Like I even got a Cobra Kai fucking tank top, you know.
Good
Strike
show?
first, strike hard, no mercy, quit. So I'm super into it, but I then tried to go back and watch the original Karate Kid, and I can't finish that movie.
Oh, I love the original Karate Kid. That's
It's super cringe.
I
But
can't.
I love cringy
Fuck all
movies.
y'all. I love it.
Oh, it's awful, man.
It's not awful. It's great.
No.
Because he's the best around. There's
It was
nothing ever
cringe.
gonna,
It was cringe back then.
he was the best around. Nothing ever going to keep him down.
You the best.
Around. Nothing's ever going to keep him down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
I
fucking
like
crazy.
it. I like it.
Shit.
Didn't they have a new Cobra Kai like on Netflix?
Yeah,
That's what
well,
he's talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it started on YouTube,
yeah.
as a YouTube show, and it was the only
Oh.
decent show that YouTube produced.
Mhm.
Then they dropped their original programming, and it got picked up, I think, by Netflix. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so.
yeah,
Okay.
and it is
really good.
like, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't think that it would be that good. But it's fucking awesome. It's actually fucking awesome. It's a great fucking show.
Mhm.
It's wonderful. Yeah, it's dude, it's worth it. It is
Yeah.
so worth it.
I was watching Snowpiercer. Like, I am so into Snowpiercer right now. That
The
shit
show?
is
I haven't seen the show. I've
Yeah?
seen the movie. I've never seen
Oh
the
my
show.
god, the show is insane. It's like Hamlet and a Midsummer Night's Dream all wrapped into one on a train.
In
and
the
there's just
post-apocalypse.
oh my, yeah, post-apocalyptic. It is fucking amazeballs. There are people getting I've never been so afraid of snow in my life. It's
Yeah.
amazing. The way that they can make, like, there's not a lot of room really to play with on a train, you would think. But there are so many scenes, like captivating scenes that they pull off. Oh my god, war scenes. How the fuck they have a whole war charge on a
Yeah.
train? It's amazing.
It's a big ass train.
I loved that movie, and I
It's
love
really
Jennifer Connelly, so I should really watch it.
Yeah, it's binge worthy. So binge worthy.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna wait till at least 3 seasons.
Oh, so you can binge it all.
Yeah, I don't, because I always like every time I watch a damn show that's only 1 season, they end up canceling it. It pisses
I
me
think
off.
aren't they in season 2?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, it's season 2. And each episode's like
Yeah.
an hour. So
Yeah.
that's most shows.
I was just watching. I'm trying to remember. What was I just fucking finished something? Oh yeah. American Gods. I finally went back and started watching that again, and I'm really enjoying it. But at the same time, like, there are definitely some fucking issues that I have with it. Because like tonally they changed everything from like season 1 to season 2, and then season 2 to season 3. It's just completely, absolutely fucking different. And
yeah, that's one thing that kind of hurts your feelings. But the stories are still really nice.
Yeah.
If you can get away from the fact that they keep switching shit up on you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I couldn't get into it. I tried. I couldn't get into it.
Have you seen Big Mouth?
Yeah,
I've
love
seen-
Big Mouth.
Yeah.
it's all right.
Oh, I love it. It was so uncomfortably hilarious for me.
I like Disenchanted. That's a pretty good one.
That's it. I'm waiting for another season of that one. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Which one is
Yeah.
that one?
Enchanted. It's a the same creators of Futurama.
Futurama.
Oh yeah, and it's like a fairy tale sort of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Right.
Got that little demon dude. It's pretty funny.
It's in the same universe. Now, this is the same timeline as Futurama, apparently, too.
Mm.
So it's really fun.
Huh.
It's super fun.
It's like on another planet or something.
No, it's Earth.
Oh, Interesting. Oh, so it's like
Remember,
the same universe, but it's like way in the past.
it's the exact same planet. Remember when you watch Futurama, the episode when they went back in time, they kept resetting time,
Right.
and you
Yeah.
see like the whole planet go up and down, and you see the Middle Ages. It was part of the Middle Ages. And for a really short period, you see it like 3 times in that episode, and that's where Disenchanted takes place.
Huh.
Yeah, there's even like you can see Bender, because remember there's a time when Bender buried himself in the sand.
Right.
There's like 2 or 3 scenes. I gotta get the exact clips where you see Bender's antenna and the top of his head in the episode. So there's like fun little Easter eggs in there.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool. I like that.
It's funny. I mean, it's not as good as Futurama, but it is good.
It's different. It's a different turn on it. I like it. I like the relationship between her and her mom.
Yeah. Y'all keep talking. I gotta go piss.
Okay. Yeah. No. So I've been trying to catch up on everything, which is really weird because you would think like over the past year with coronavirus and everything like that, like it would have been really easy to keep up on TV, but I was so busy, I didn't keep up on fucking anything. And so now, as things are starting to kind of slowly become like nice and I'm working in the yard, when I'm tired from busting ass in my yard, I sit down and I'm catching up on TV shows. And like now I'm slowly catching back up on Lovecraft Country, which is fucking great. I absolutely love that one. And there was one other that I'm drawing a fucking blank. Fuck. Oh man, it just recently came out too. Shit balls. Motherfucker.
Talking about shit balls, motherfucker. Did you watch the new episode of South Park?
No.
Oh, that was awesome. They did a pandemic episode.
I knew you were a South Park fan. I knew deep down you were. So they did there was the marijuana special, right?
Right.
And then they did the pandemic special recently. It is delicious. Delicious.
I'll have to check it out. Absolutely.
They're using Walgreens like it's a club, like an exclusive nightclub, and only like the 90-year-olds are getting in and getting fucked up on vaccines and shit.
No,
it's
they're doing
hilarious.
Damn, people are doing donuts and shit, and they're like, "Whoop, we're going out."
They're doing donuts on their hover rounds, like flicking off the whole school, and then like hover rounding away.
Oh, that's
we don't
wonderful.
Have to wear our mask.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's so good.
Oh God, that's fantastic. I kind of, well, man, I don't know. This is a hard thing to. I had so much fun last summer. I had so much fucking fun. Because when the quarantine stuff all started happening, it was my family and then 2 other families, and we all basically got sick around the same time, and we're all pretty sure like we all got the virus. Mm-hmm. So we decided that the 3 families would all be the quarantine crew. If any reason we had to like go outside of the crew, we had to go get tested, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But so this. Let's see, there's 3 people in my family, 4 to another, and then 2 in another. So that's 9 people. So these 9 people, we had a fucking blast, an absolute blast, because nobody's going anywhere or doing anything. So we're like going out into the woods and building a big camp and camping and like off-roading and shit and having barbecues. And I had so much fun, and I'm kind of worried that with everybody like, you know, getting vaccinated and opening back up, it's just going to turn into so much of a shit show. And I don't want to share the world with everybody. I don't want to do it. I was really enjoying it.
I want masks to be a mandate forever. I don't know why I've allowed people to breathe on me in the first place. You know? Like,
I am really kind of feeling the mask thing.
I'm loving the mask.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to look at you. You know what I mean? Like when I'm out shopping, I don't have to look at your flappy mouth just falling all over the place. What people spit when they talk.
Yeah, I don't gotta smell your morning breath because you didn't brush your teeth before you left the house this morning. Like,
I feel like
it's
good. They're thinking the same thing about you, girls. I want you to know that.
That's fine. They can think whatever the fuck
with
they
your
want.
Stank ass breath.
I don't have halitosis. Okay,
you give blowjobs, don't you?
That you don't get halitosis from penises.
You get cockatosis.
Oh my god. That
Cockatosis
so
from
fucking extra.
Cockatosis.
you get
Cockatosis.
cockatosis. That's a new word for me. I'm happy I learned that today.
That is really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Cockatosis.
That's what I do.
Cockatosis.
Out of here.
Shit.
This is the worst.
You're the worst.
Cockatosis.
With your cockatosis, girl. Look it up.
It just means your dick
No.
got bacteria on it.
Google
That's all that
cockatosis.
means.
Cockatosis is not a word.
Google it. Google
I'm not
cockatosis.
I'm not Googling. I already have enough weird stuff in my Google history.
Google cockatosis. I want
I'm not
somebody in the
Googling
chat room to
cockatosis.
Google cockatosis right now and tell me what pops up.
Google's gonna be like, "Do you mean this?"
Exactly.
No, that's
It's
a
not
thing.
fucking word.
Cockatosis is a thing.
Getting
Cockatosis.
cockatosis from giving blowjobs, that just means that there's some type of bacteria on your penis, and you should probably go to the doctor.
Exactly.
No, something wrong with your mouth because you don't wash your damn mouth after you blow the caucus.
I tell you what, though, masks have definitely given me a mask fetish now.
Oh, I love it.
Of course it has, Jeff. You're a fucking freak.
Well, everybody's prettier with a mask on because then you're just looking at their eyes and like.
I know, dude. Look at mine.
And now you know why they've been doing the hijab thing
Yeah.
all this whole fucking time.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like it.
They knew.
I just want to get the goddamn shot, dude. But my town ain't offering it yet.
No.
I think by June, there should be hopefully enough people vaccinated to at least make some sort of difference.
But I'm still like, I am going to still wear the mask for a while.
Oh yeah, me too.
For a long time.
Yeah, it's the main reason why I'm super down for wearing the mask is it's pretty simple. Like, so I'm pretty sure I already got it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm still gonna get fucking vaccinated. I'm still gonna wear the mask all the way up until they're like, it's official, like we have this much percentage and like it is safe. Not because I necessarily think that I can transmit it, because even if I'm vaccinated, even if I already fucking had the thing, I don't want people to see me without a mask and be like, well, I don't need to wear a mask then either, because maybe you do.
We all are examples, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I'm cuter with a mask on anyway. So
yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping the mask situation.
I'm going with until Dr. Fauci writes me personally and tells me it's okay.
Well, look at Japan, right? Why do you think Japan was one of the least countries that had the corona? Because they always wore the fucking mask.
Yeah, and they were doing it for air quality, right? Like at that point, they were just doing it because their air is so shitty. Another reason you motherfuckers might want to just keep your mask on. Just keep it on. And it's the best thing you could do for yourself. It is. Just keep it on forever. And just
I think I
get
just heard
matching
some
masks.
tire pop.
They're amazing accessories. You know what I mean? You can get a bedazzled mask. They got jeweled ones now. They're just go get fashionable about it. You know.
There's a dude on TikTok. It's funny as hell. He got his face, his lower half of his face imprinted on a mask, right?
I've seen those.
And so when he wears it, he goes into stores and stuff and has people come up to him, you need to wear a mask. And he's like, I am wearing a mask.
I've seen those. Those are super funny. The clear ones are kind of creepy. Have you seen the clear ones?
I have seen the clear ones. They're weird.
They're a little creepy, and it's just like I don't
There's,
like this, right?
Corner store over there has all these like high fashion masks.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there, the Dolce and Gabbana mask.
She's high again. You can't tell. She's like,
hilarious. I was in there getting candy yesterday.
By the way, I learned Missy's high tail. By the way, her tail is that her head leans this way.
Yeah, I've noticed.
When she gets high, her head starts to lean, and she'll talk and she'll try to talk.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
The head's too fucking heavy for me to carry. God damn it!
It is.
I
got a big ass head. I can't
Fucking love it. Hey, Pimp, I got a question.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. How do you make a pool table laugh?
You tickle its balls.
Oh, you know that one. Fuck you.
Yeah. You tell some really bad jokes.
That's
baby.
a great joke.
I
That's
love
why
you.
you knew it. That's why you knew the joke, because it's a great joke.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. I got a question for you. Why does the pussy laugh?
I don't know.
Because it's seen my small penis.
That's not okay, pimp. Stop it. You're making fun of my friend. Stop making fun of my friend.
My dick's your friend.
Stop making fun of my friend.
I thought I heard you shake it the other day. I think that's the way we should do. Instead of shaking hands, we should shake each other's genitalia.
I think that's a horrible idea.
No, it's a great idea. Just walk up to somebody, be a Donald Trump, grab him by the pussy.
No, that's a horrible idea. What if people don't wash their fucking hands?
What if people don't wash their fucking genitalia?
Exactly. It's just horrible. There's just
No, I think. Don't you think that a fuck greeting would be better than a handshake?
No, I don't think handshakes should be a thing either. I like the fact that nobody's handshaking.
I don't like handshakes.
I don't like handshakes.
That's one thing I do like about the pandemic. That's one thing I like. It stopped handshaking.
Well, even when I worked in a call center, I only did I would do elbows. Like, I'm not touching your hands. I don't want you.
Well, see, okay. But see, the women aren't just always handshake anyway. A lot of handshake is a guy thing, right?
Well, yeah, like it's supposed to be a whole, respect thing.
Yeah, and also in the South, it's really big as well, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm glad that we all stopped shaking hands during the pandemic because I hate shaking people's fucking hands.
I don't like touching people's hands because I've seen too many people go to the bathroom and just walk back out.
Oh, yes.
So I don't want to touch your nasty hands. I don't know you. I don't know you like that. It's good.
See, you girls don't know this feeling. You're standing up in the pee trough, right? Or the pee, by the urinals,
I
right?
tell people, like, if I go in the bathroom and I come out and I see that you didn't wash your hands, and then I go through the store and I see you, like, walking around touching shit, I will tell people, like, she didn't wash her hands.
I was in a bathroom one time.
I will tell people.
I was in a public restroom. Listen here. I was in a public restroom one time at a bus station. I don't remember what state I was in. But the dude walks in the bathroom. He has a sandwich and a Coke right in his hand. The sandwich was not in paper or plastic, but he lays the sandwich on top of the urinal. He pisses, then grabs the sandwich and walks out and keeps eating the sandwich. And I'm like, you gross motherfucker.
I would tell people about that too. I tell people if you don't wash it, like, she didn't wash her hands.
No.
I will tell people.
You ever caught anybody glancing at your penis, Jeff, at the urinal?
Oh, a few times.
I have. I've actually got caught.
What do you do?
Dude, I can't help it. Wait a minute. One time I did get caught glancing because this dude walks in. He stands like way from the urinal, right? So he had to have a giant cock, right? So sure. I was like, I gotta look at this fucking hog. I got to see this motherfucker. Yeah. I don't want to suck it or nothing, but I got to take a look at it.
So you take a peek?
No, I stared at it.
I don't understand that. Like, never in my fucking life have I been in the girls' room and another chick comes and sits in the stall next to me, and I'm like, I just got to see if she got meat flaps or not.
Yeah,
right.
Come on.
But you girls are different than we are, though. Y'all gotta understand, y'all are different than we are. We, like, for some reason, guys kind of like their dicks represent the manhood.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, it's a dick measuring contest. I can dig it. It's always a dick measuring contest.
I'm not saying it should be that way, but it's that way. And sometimes you got to look at the other man's dick to see what he got. Okay.
What do you think?
I think women should have I want to have a labia measuring contest with another woman.
Well, there you go.
That's what I want to do. I want to know: are your curtains longer than my curtains? Whose bean is bigger? We can do the bean off. You know what I mean? The great
bean is bigger.
Can me and Jeff be the judges?
Oh shit!
I think that needs to be a thing because as a woman, as a potential feminist, I'm thinking about being a feminist now in this moment. I think I don't know. Maybe I am a feminist. I do like beans. I think women should totally release the bean. I think we should be able to.
There's nothing wrong with being a feminist. There's nothing wrong with being a feminist until you get certain levels of feminist.
But what do you say when you catch someone looking at your dick when you're peeing?
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. You try and not let them make it awkward for you.
Yeah,
like,
don't make it a big deal. Yeah. Well, like when I was looking at Boy's Big Hog, right? I was checking it out, and I didn't glance. I stared. And then he looked over at me, and then we had eye contact, and then I got a little nervous.
Like you do, yeah.
You say like your dick size.
I swear to God, I said it. I said, congratulations.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a nice piece of meat you got there, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a nice hog there.
I put a gold star sticker on it for him. Like,
you get a gold star.
Yeah.
So the one time in particular that I can remember of somebody glancing over and like actually like staring at my dick, it was this grizzly, gnarly looking truck driver dude at a rest stop, and he's like just looking at it as I'm trying to pee in the urinal. I'm like, and I wait until he looks up at me, and I'm like,
no.
And he was like, okay. And then he fucking left, and I'm like, okay.
See,
Yeah.
there was
All right.
that was a whole conversation there, right there.
Yes.
It's like,
Well, see, what you do is you go.
Was, hey, I really like your cock. Maybe we can go over here and have some fun with each other's cocks. And then when he looked up at Jeff, he's like, no, you can't have my cock. And he's like, all right, well, I guess I'll leave.
Dude, I had a conversation with a guy at gas pump one.
Cock meat sandwich is off the menu, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I had a conversation with a dude at a gas pump one time without saying a word.
Yeah.
I was on one side of the gas pump, he was on the other. We were standing there, right? And there was this beautiful woman. I mean, just absolutely fucking gorgeous. Walk by. We both look over, we look at each other, and we go. And that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, this whole conversation right there.
We
That's
just
a bad bitch.
that's a bad bitch right there. Anyways, I got 2 tips to read right quick. I got one from Mythic Templar. It says Pimp Show is the best show. Thank you very much. It's not my show. It is my show. Fuck them other motherfuckers.
Right here.
Dragon in the West gave $3. Said, here's money for y'all. Happy early birthday to my birthday buddy Jeff.
Aw, hey buddy, how you doing, man? Good to see you, Dragon.
Yeah.
Birthday buddy.
You got a birthday coming up, homie?
Yeah, April 3rd. April 3rd.
Nice.
But that reminds me, once again, thank you. My mom recently had a birthday, and she had 25 gifts total bought for her.
Aw.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I think everybody. It was 22. Then even after her birthday, a couple people bought some more things, so I appreciate it. And it was pretty awesome of you guys.
Hell yeah.
She had a good day. I don't have my birthday's in November. I'm tired of birthdays. Though. I'm gonna be 44 my next birthday.
Oh man. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll be 39.
You're getting there. You're almost at 40, homie.
I know. I'm gonna do something big for my 40th, but like this year, I'm just kind of like, man, fucking whatever.
Well, that's what I didn't do shit because of the pandemic. My birthday was November, and the pandemic was still even stronger than it is now, so I didn't do shit. But I do plan on. Well, first thing, I don't know if you know about this, Joe, but as soon as everybody starts getting inoculated and all that shit, and I'm gonna be, like I used to. You remember when I used to do the trips every month?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start them again, but this time we're going to cities where the other content creators, and we're going to be holding events like meetups and stuff.
That'll be fun.
doing live shows. I'm going to do stand up, and other people can do music or whatever the fuck they do. And Geek Room's all pumped up for it. And I know Miss Parker, who's in Vegas, who I know you love Vegas too, Jeff.
I love Vegas.
Yeah. And Shabisky's right next to Vegas, and Missy said she'd come out. So,
Yep.
Please come to Vegas. I want to go to a strip club, and then there's this other hookah bar we can go to. Oh my God, there's so much fun stuff I want to do with you guys.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, we can rent. We have this giant carousel thingy. No, it's a Ferris wheel. And inside the Ferris wheel, it has a bar, like a fully loaded bar. So we could just go in there and then like stay in the Ferris wheel all day and just get fully loaded. It would be so much fun to get chocolate wasted.
Hell yeah. Oh my God. That'd be great. Holy shit.
Yes.
Yeah. I for my 40th, I'm either going to go to Vegas or Hawaii. I can't really decide yet. One of those.
Hawaii is definitely fun. I'm not going to lie. Like that, if you get a chance to go, definitely do that. Like that's fucking awesome sauce. But,
yeah. I've been to,
awesome.
I went to Hawaii when I was a little kid for my, I think it's like my grandparents' 50th anniversary or something like that. And it was wonderful, but I mean, I was a kid, I couldn't really like have adult time in Hawaii. But just a few years back, Memory had her 30th birthday, and we went to Vegas. And holy shit, did we have so much fun! I mean, more fun than anybody really has any business having. It was wonderful. I love Vegas.
Yeah, that's the best part because it really is like you can do anything you want to do at any given moment, right? Like it's just literally an adult playground, and it's so much fun.
Although
to just be silly and spontaneous,
I got fucking bitched out something fierce,
Yeah,
fierce in Vegas. Yeah, man, that was fucked up. So what happened is when you're walking around the strip, they always give you like these cards. They're like, hey, if you need some company tonight, ha ha ha. And
the cards. You're not allowed to pass those out anymore. So I hope you saved them. I hope you saved those because they might be worth something in the future.
There's somewhere, yeah. And
I know
so
what you mean, the hooker cards. They're trading cards for hookers. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I saved a bunch of them, and then later that night, like Ben was there, Billy was there, Your Movie Sucks was there, some black guy was there, and we're all hanging out in this fucking motel room, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna call and see if we can get a trans prostitute, and I'm gonna pay for it. And then we'll get her to hang out and play party games with us. This is going to be fucking great.
It's going to be great.
This is going to be great. I'll rent her for the hour, and all we're going to do is just play stupid fucking party games in this resort motel thing, right? So I call and I get this lady, and this lady is I ask her, I'm looking for some companionship, but I am looking for a trans woman, and she's like, "Wow, are you gay?" And I'm like, no, but how is that any of your business? We don't have anything like that. Fuck you. And hangs up the phone. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, all right, fine. So I go through and I find another card, and it's a different number, and I call and I don't recognize it, but I ask that person. It was the same lady, and she loses her shit on me. Oh, 3 different numbers all go to the same woman. And she just like on the third time she starts going off and berating me for being an F-bomb, blah 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 blah. Like it was awful. But we were losing it. We were laughing so fucking hard. It was crazy. That's one intolerant fucking bitch, man. Holy shit.
And so they're all the same company, just different numbers. That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, I don't know.
Didn't get your little trans girl, though, did you?
We didn't get to play Uno with a trans prostitute.
That sucks.
I mean, you can probably... I don't know. Maybe I might be able to fulfill your dream when you come out here this time.
I'm over it at this point. It's good.
Okay. I was like, I can definitely work it out for you for your 40th birthday.
She's trans.
Get a trans prostitute to play board games with you. She will play Monopoly with you.
Ooh, yeah.
And maybe, what is the one fun game? The War of the Sexes. That's always a fun game.
Oh, yeah. That's a fun one, too.
Play Cards Against Humanity.
Oh yeah, that's a good
one. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I do like.
Ooh, that would be a fun time.
Oh my god.
Would that be a fun time playing table games, really?
Yeah.
In Vegas, while there's all that shit around you, and you decide to play fucking Uno. Okay.
Just for the sake of being able to be like, yes, I was in Vegas one time, and we totally got a prostitute, and we
played Uno.
Played board games. Yeah. That's great.
So there would have been no sex.
Played Candyland with a trans prostitute.
I would have at least got a blowjob while we played Candyland.
Maybe strip Candyland.
Strip Candyland.
Strip Candyland. Now that sounds like an amazing game to play.
That sounds like pedophilia to me.
Honestly, no. Here's my new dream in life, and I never knew I wanted this on my bucket list. I want to play Twister with Jeff Holiday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to do one game of Twister with Jeff Holiday before I die.
We have to we'll wear bathing suits and we'll cover ourselves in Crisco.
There we go. Yes. We could totally do that. Like coconut oil works better.
Ooh, yeah. Oh god, coconut oil.
In the summer.
I knew that this motherfucker would bring out coconut oil. I knew it.
You're a horrible person.
Leave it to the black guy to bring out
Get some Coke. Me, Jeff
You
Holiday.
do it in the
David
summertime.
Twister.
And
Yeah.
you get lime jello.
And in a bowl of lime jello.
And saran
This is
wrap.
getting fun. This is getting really fun, folks.
Just do
I
it.
like
Get it
this.
in one of those kiddie pool things that have the sides. Fill it all up with lime jello. Put the twister board up top.
There you go.
We played Twister.
Yeah.
That would be fun. We can wear the little Zentai suits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the latex suits. That way nobody can say we're being inappropriate. So
Right.
We're completely
Oh, you're not going to
covered.
be inappropriate in that one.
And then, well, things are gonna touch.
I
It's
want my dick-
Twister.
It's
I want my
Twister,
penis to touch
you
your
know.
vagina, though. That's
We're
what I-
adults,
Exactly.
it's
You think
fine.
anyone's ever tried to play Twister in those like blow up samurai suits?
That would be awesome.
That would be hilarious.
like-
yeah.
I am a blow up samurai suit. So.
I know, but they make it a little bit more difficult to move because I think only your arms stick out like that fucking bitch from Willy Wonka that turned blue.
Yeah, it seems like you wouldn't be able to play Twister because you can't move your body part. So that would just be hilarious to get two people to do that. That would be fun.
That'd be great.
And deflate it just enough so that you can like bend your arms. And
Do you think we can talk Dragon to doing something like that? He would be hilarious in a samurai suit.
I think so.
There's actually somebody in the chat room named Chris Go Oil now.
Oh yeah, sumo suit. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sumo suit.
This needs to happen.
So
Yeah,
many.
it does.
See, this is what happens when I get high, folks. Oh my goodness.
When you
Yep.
Weird
get,
ideas.
when aren't you high though?
When I'm sleeping,
Are you sure you're not high then?
I would imagine like the hour before I wake up is my most sober hour.
Mm.
That would probably be the best. Yeah. So like
Missy
now-
smokes weed in her sleep, so it's weird.
Yeah. I wake up and then I take a couple hits of the dab pen or the bowl and then I go back to sleep. So it's a constant state of THC.
Ride the wave, man. Ride the wave.
Just so happened I call my penis wave.
Your penis has too many names.
Yeah.
But I'm
Does
saying
it?
if you,
I wonder if
it
anyone
does.
ever wrote down like
He has
spec.
way too
Spec,
many
do you have a
names.
list of all the names that Pimp has called his penis?
I do name my penis a lot of
If
names.
there was anyone to have this list, Spec would have the list.
For someone who says their penis is so small, your penis has more names than any penis should be allowed to have.
Why
That's how it
not?
has its personality.
Yeah, it has a lot of personality.
Mm.
It may be, small in size, but it's big in attitude, baby.
So your penis is a chihuahua?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gotcha.
It'll eat that ass up, girl. I'm gonna tell you now.
Little bug eyes and everything.
Your dick is an ankle biter. I love it.
Yeah, it's
Little
a
bug-eyed ankle butter.
if your clit's got ankles, you fucking right.
Now that's horrible. Now I'm scared. Now I'm just envisioning an ankle cankle vagina.
Oh, so you're imagining Shanny's legs. I almost
Ah.
Missy.
All right.
I do that a lot for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just the slip of the tongue.
I slept with my
knows?
tongue a lot.
Do what?
Nothing. Never mind. It's
What
good.
did you say?
Nothing. It's fine.
Nothing. I didn't say it.
What'd you say, homie?
I said I slip with my tongue all the time.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you do.
Mm.
Yeah, dude.
Nummy.
Yeah, you do, boy. That don't sound right coming from me.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound right at all.
Call it pimple. You can call it whatever you want to, East. I don't give a shit.
Simple.
I do have a
like
follow-up
that.
question. So what do you know about Vaughn? Vaughn wants to have this conversation with me apparently today.
Oh,
So what do
I
I
wouldn't
need to
go.
know about Vaughn?
He's a gish galloper. He will just start talking and he won't stop because the only way he feels like he can get any traction on any type of argument is to just not shut the fuck up and not let anybody get a word in.
Imagine G-Man, but a Caucasian with no teeth.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. And it's pretty insufferable. It's kind of hard to keep your cool when you're talking to Vaughn, just because like he won't shut up. He just won't shut up.
Yeah.
I tried a few different techniques when I was talking to him. I tried being really patient, letting him rant and get it out of his system. He doesn't really have a limit. He just doesn't stop. He just does not stop. He doesn't shut up. So you're gonna have to find some new tactic. It might be different because you're a woman and you're pretty, and maybe you can find a way to sweet talk him a little bit into just can you calm down just for a second, sweetheart? Let me try and get a little word in here that might work, maybe, because I know he's pretty intimidated often by strong women.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that intimidation is different than intimidated by a strong dude. A strong dude, he's going to feel challenged. A strong woman, he might actually kind of he might actually kind of give you some ground. I don't know.
I doubt it. I got a problem with the shit show this morning. Thank you for sharing it on Instagram, by the way, Monty and Hannibal. However, he posted on it and they gave each one of us a monarch thing, a title. Mine's funny motherfucker.
Okay.
Missy's sexy motherfucker. Miss Parker's sexy motherfucker, and Jeff's smart motherfucker. Why can't we be sexy motherfuckers?
I mean, maybe wait, was it Monty or Hannibal?
I think it's Monty because it's the shit show. I don't know. It could be Hannibal. It's probably Monty though.
If it's an Instagram thing and it's the shit show thing, it's Hannibal.
Okay, well, it's Hannibal. But why aren't we sexy, Jeff?
Well, I mean, I see. I that answers my question too, because I would expect that Monty would be totally comfortable in calling you and I pretty sexy.
Oh, you said Hannibal's homophobic?
I don't think Hannibal's homophobic, but I don't think Hannibal's secure enough to be like, you know what, Jeff Holiday is one sexy motherfucker. I don't think he could say it.
I think you're correct on that one, actually.
And that's okay. That's all right, man.
No, it's not.
He's just he's a super heterosexual.
That's a new term, by the way, that I just recently learned. Super straight or super hetero. I have just learned this. By the way, it's a new term, and
super gay.
Yeah,
it's another fun category we all get to fight about.
Yep.
So
yay.
I guess it's pretty much just a man who is a heterosexual man or woman who has no
tendencies of gayness.
No tendencies of, at all. There's nothing about it. They're not gonna. They don't deal with it. They don't talk about it. It doesn't entertain them. So
gotcha.
They're super hetero, but
no,
they're not assholes. Yeah, but they're not assholes about it.
I used to think I was super hetero, but I'm not though, because I've kissed a man on stage.
And you liked it. That's the difference. If you didn't like it, then you might still be.
Just because I finished up with sucking a dick doesn't mean I liked it. Okay,
you liked it, so
you were just being courteous.
I was just being nice. I didn't want to feel like I didn't like it, so I sucked his dick.
Yeah, you're just being nice.
It's okay. It's okay to say you liked it. Don't be afraid of that.
I've not been able to claim that I'm super heterosexual since I was 19. So yeah, that's long past. That's long past.
Well, I've never had sex with a man yet.
Well, I mean, listen,
don't limit yourself.
The whole concept of sexuality is pretty fluid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people get stuck in the whole binary idea. Even with all of these labels, you guys, you can't really put sexuality in a box. What someone is well,
yeah, you can.
But you can't, though. It becomes almost ridiculous. It becomes.
I put my sexuality in your box.
Oh,
listen, I keep lots of. I have a box of dicks, little candy dicks. They're delicious.
Missy has 4 boxes of dicks.
I have boxes of candy dicks. But I mean, seriously, like the idea of sexuality, what someone's attracted to, your sexual orientation, it's so fluid that trying to give it all these labels, it just becomes kind of ridiculous. We have to accept that it's just very nuanced and it's very fluid, right? And just leave it alone. Who cares what somebody puts in their butt or whatever?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. There's just too much. There's too much bullshit surrounding it most of the time. Mm-hmm. And I think that most people would be surprised that their sexuality is probably not as locked in as they think. Mm-hmm. It's kind of sometimes just all a matter of tequila. And you might find out something about yourself that you didn't realize, oh shit.
But I do think it's a little wrong though when people get mad at straight people.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, okay, that's when I was in Charlotte at that time, and my friend who's a trans girl was feeling down, and so I hugged her, cuddled with her a little bit in the bed and everything, and then we made jokes about it later on. I said I hugged her until I got to the waist. I was joking, and then people started saying I was transphobic because of that.
It's like, no, you're just making a joke. Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, when a straight man says, no, I don't think a trans woman is attractive, it doesn't mean that he's transphobic. He just doesn't think that the woman is attractive. Like, leave him alone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's totally okay not to be attracted to a certain type of genitalia. That's totally fine.
Right?
Totally fine.
Yeah, because I think Blair White is hot as hell. But if she took her pants off, I'd probably be a little, no, okay, I don't want that.
Exactly, and it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that you're a heterosexual man.
I like pussy.
Like, at the end of the day, that's all it is.
It's okay to like pussy.
And that's why I think the labels, I know people get mad at me, but I just think a lot of these labels get to the point where it's nonsensical. We really don't have to do this. We don't have to categorize everything that you like putting it in or out of your butt. You know, so it's okay. What you do in the privacy of your bedroom is your business. I'm tired of defining people by their sex, by their their sexy time.
John Vega just gave $20. Thank you, John Vega. If I can make like 40 more, it'd be awesome, and I'd suck Jeff's dick.
Nice. Why not? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
It's 2021, man. We're surviving a fucking global pandemic. Suck a dick if you want to suck a dick. Who cares?
Yeah,
suck a dick, save a life. I have a guy who says that. He believes that you suck a dick, save a life.
What if you suck a dick, then take their lives?
But then you save someone else's life, because that's how it works. You still have saved someone.
But what if I don't want to save anybody? I just want to suck a dick, but I don't care if that little kid in Africa dies. Matter.
Every time you suck a dick, an angel gets its wings.
Is it wrong of me when I see little kids on the commercials with the flies around their head, and I'm like, I got a sandwich, you don't. Is that wrong of me?
Yes, that's evil. You're Cartman. You're a living Cartman.
Oh,
that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
So my whole idea of a vacation about going over there and like saying, look at my fat belly, you fucking little skinny fuckers, that's not right, is it?
That's Cartman. You're fucking Cartman. That's what you are. You're fucking Cartman.
Yeah.
It's a little bad.
Not too much bad, though.
Do they even still do those commercials?
They do.
That's horrible.
Why? It's help feeding them little fuckers.
In the arms of the angel.
If you look into some of those charities, those supposed charities, donate for the price of a coffee. You can do this, this, and this. Mm-hmm. They spend a lot of that money doing fundraisers. Like, they're literally raising money to raise money. And at the end of the day, what are you really paying for? For some asshole to get a table to listen to Seal sing so they can raise $100,000? Like, fuck you guys. You know, it gets...
Okay, here's something. You brought up Seal. I never understood why women thought he was sexy. His face is like a goddamn road map.
He looks good now. He's had like a laser treatment, so it's kind of come down. He's gotten
but he used to look like a hamburger.
Yeah, they were these crazy acne scars, I guess.
It's the voice, man. It's the voice.
Exactly. Come on. Kiss by
voice
Rose.
can do a lot.
Yeah. By the rose of the grave.
Beautiful voice, man.
Beautiful voice. Yeah.
I think a Batman.
And
I think his skin color too. It was something about his skin color that I think
was like a burnt tater tot.
He was gorgeous. Like, his skin color is absolutely it's captivating, right?
It is.
When you see
Well, no, there's black, then there's Seal.
That's what I'm saying. That's
He's midnight
skin color. You don't see it very often, especially in media.
Especially in the dark.
Shut up. I hate you so much.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, like a good voice, maybe being good at like an instrument, or just being really good with words, things like that, can be incredibly attractive. Incredibly attractive. And I mean, as soon as even if you look like fucking raw meat, if you're a fucking celebrity in some way, I mean, that you can usually get a lot of attention.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I get it. I don't know. I think he's talented as fuck.
Thank you, Two Guns. I appreciate that, buddy. Two Guns gave 40. Says, drop your pants, Jeff.
All right.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Well, it's easier for me to get access to the pants.
I love when you Winnie the Pooh it. I knew it.
We call it shirt cocking.
Shirt cocking.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You should see when I'm cooking. I wear only an apron.
I do too. We have so much in common.
Y'all got a lot of scars, don't you?
No.
Me?
That's what the apron's for.
You don't get grease popping on your ass and shit?
That's what the apron's for.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not. Why would you have grease on your ass? Who's flipping pancakes backwards?
Me.
What's happening?
What do you try? Wait, hang on. So you put the handle in between your ass, and then you just kind of like you twerk to flip the pancakes, you know?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, how do y'all do it?
Let's do. That's a new TikTok challenge. I want to see a bitch flip a pancake with her booty meat.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't like TikTok.
Oh, fuck that! I walk back into.
I've been exploring TikTok, and
I told you TikTok's awesome.
I found something even better. I was on Plenty of Fish last night, and there's this feature they have where people can go live with each other, and you can go into the room, and it's like speed dating in a way. And I kept jumping into these weird rooms, and it's the most fascinating thing ever. It's like you're literally walking in on people in their house. And they're just sitting there macking on a bitch. And it's it's just wonderful. It was like 12 o'clock at night.
Incredibly cringe.
And I don't know if I can stream it, but I'm going to find out, like, if it's outside of terms and services.
I imagine it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's the most amazing content I've ever seen. There was a guy just in a room with a green light, and he kept flicking his tongue at me. Like playing with his tongue ring and rubbing his chest. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening?
If you were able to like record them, right, and then turn them into some sort of animation and then stream the animation, then you'd be able to put it up.
Yeah.
Because the stories on here are amazing. There was a guy on the table. He was like on his in his living room laying on the couch, and he's like kind of muttering, and I was the only one in the room. So I'm like, hey, daddy, how are you doing? And he just starts licking his fingers and stuff. And then there's this one chick. She's like a little baby Shani. Like if Shani and Rev had a kid, this is that kid. And she looks exactly like Shani with the little Rev mixed in. And her house is filthy, and she's just sitting there talking to the camera, drunk as hell. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And there's so many of them. There's thousands of channels.
Jeez.
Thousands of them. And I'm like, I didn't realize this was a place on the internet. And it's amazeballs.
It's way different than it used to be. Because years and years ago, when I was like trying to do online dating, it was definitely wasn't like that. I guess everything is kind of becoming streaming. So you guys have done like chat roulette or Omegle, things like that, right?
I had a long time ago. Yeah.
So we got this drunk idea one night, me and Mems, and she went and made these fucking scorecards, right? So they're like laminated numbers 1 through 10 on popsicle sticks. And so we got our adult juice boxes, which is the cartons of wine and shit. And we sat down and we open up the laptop and we get on Omegle, and it's like 95% dudes jacking off.
Yeah.
And so we would rate them. We'd be like, 3. No. But before you click off, do the helicopter. We'll give you 4. And they would. They would. They grab it. They start fucking spinning it around and shit. We're like, all right, that's a 4, man. All right.
What
cool.
I don't understand is like, what is the
That's
purpose?
hilarious.
What is the purpose of sitting on a stream, right? Like, this is what I mean. Like, where are we in society to where there are thousands of men in their living room right now streaming themselves live, butt naked, holding their dicks. What are we doing in the world? Where are we?
I have a theory.
Where are we going?
I have a theory. I think what happened to Omegle is that Omegle is now 95% gay dudes that are just jacking off. They're going to jack off anyway, and they're like, jack off with another dude. Random ass guy. Because it's safe. You know, you can't catch anything through that. You don't have to deal with like kicking somebody out in the morning or like an uncomfortable conversation. It's just, here's a dick.
Yep.
I think that's what it is. I think so.
I believe so.
That makes sense. It does make sense. And in a way, I guess it's a service right?
Sure.
Like we do need that. And it's safer, like you said, totally safer than meeting up at a gas station or,
Right.
putting
Exactly.
yourself in a dangerous situation. So
Especially
I
with
guess
the
that makes
pandemic.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But these dating sites, I
That's a
think
whole
I'm going to
nother
be
animal.
yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
be digging into them. There's several others that also.
I met my ex-wife on Plenty of Fish, but like Jeff said, back then it was way different what you just explained.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
By the way, just got a tip from Dragon in the West. Give $2. Says, what do y'all think about only being attracted to certain ethnicities?
Okay, well, I
Because
think
some people, wait a minute,
that's-
let me finish. Because some people think it's racist. I mostly like Latinos, Indigenous American, and white girls. Well, everybody knows that I normally mostly date black women, right? But me and Miss Parker has discussed this before, and I've discussed with other people. It isn't really because I don't fetishize black women. I don't, but it was just what I was used to because it's where I grew up in my neighborhood growing up as a kid. I was only surrounded. There was only 2 white girls and they dated black dudes, right? Yeah. So the only girls that I was exposed to is growing up, it was black girls. So and that's who I've always been, mostly attracted to.
I don't think personal preference is racist. I think it becomes racist when you will blatantly not give someone a chance purely because they are.
I agree. We all have a type, though. We all have a type.
I think people have a type, and I think that, like you said, if you're blatantly saying I just don't like a particular race, then you're probably having some underlying racist beliefs.
Right.
But at the same time, I do think there's a problem with fetishizing a race, right? Like the way we go, oh, you have yellow fever. I apologize for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or there's a phenomenon right now on TikTok and Instagram where you have these young white boys who are all of a sudden just in love with black women, and somehow they're giving their stamp of approval to black women because now they're sexy type situation. I think there does come to be a problem, but in and of itself, no. Like you have.
Well, I'm OG, baby. I've been dating black girl way before them little bastards even looked at a black girl. So fuck them.
I am loving all of the tats on Jeff. This is great.
But I don't.
I've been getting a lot of tattoos lately. Like my friend is apprenticing.
I have a thing for Vikings, so this is awesome.
Oh.
You like rapists? Okay.
Hello. So yeah, it's a strange thing. I kind of went through when I was growing up. Kind of like went through the peaks and valleys of that sort of thing. Like with Pimp, you grew up in the South. I grew up over here on like the Pacific Northwest on the fucking coast, right? So I was exposed to like one phenotype of people for the longest time. Then when I was 14, we moved to Panama, Central America, which totally blew my fucking mind. Came back here, and then I moved to New Orleans. And
culture pot.
But huge culture pots. And I found myself overwhelmingly to the point that it was actually becoming a problem with my relationship with my girlfriend way back then at the time. Finding myself irresistibly attracted to black women. It was fucking awful because I was having trouble even communicating to this little white punk rock chick that I brought with me from Oregon. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh boy, this is getting a little bad. This is getting really, really bad.
Do you think was it a fetish for you? Was it a particular image that kind of got you started?
This is gonna sound a little weird. Yeah. What I discovered was not that it was about race. It was about one very specific thing. Ass.
Okay.
It was
the figure. It was
ass.
Something about the figure. Booty.
Okay. Because like the girl and like all the other girls that I had dated up until that point had no butts. And then New Orleans, if you've ever been to New Orleans, there
lots of butts.
Is beautiful ass everywhere.
Got you.
And I mistook it because I thought that I was worried about that too. I was like, am I fetishizing because of race? Like this is kind of bothering me a lot. And it was only later that I realized like it's the butt. That's what it is.
Something about that ass. Okay,
couldn't help it.
Was it because now I'm going to ask the real sensitive question. Was it because the first time you slept with a black woman, you realized I like a big booty? Was that like that's when it clicked? Like, you know what, this is
Yes.
you finally got a big ass around you, and you're like, you know what, this is amazing. I
Yep.
like this a lot. Okay.
That is exactly what fucking happened.
See, the first girl I ever, see, that's exactly the first girl I ever had sex with was a black girl with the big booty, so that's all I
Yep.
knew.
Okay,
Yep.
and I think that's totally fine. I've heard this story before, and I think it's freaking amazeballs, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
I
Yep.
love that America's starting to realize, you know, a big ass. Sir Mix-a-Lot tried to tell you. You know, Belle Biv DeVoe, they tried to tell you, big booties are amazing.
But
These
now
were the
also,
contemporary prophets of our time.
also you can fetishize. Anyway, I noticed, like you mentioned TikTok, right? But I also notice a lot of young black girls talking about white boys all the time now too.
Yes. There's this fetish for the young white boy who's got the green eyes, the blue eyes, the good hair, and they say, I'm gonna have a baby with a white boy because I'm gonna have a pretty baby. It's a weird.
We do make pretty babies though.
They do make mixed babies are beautiful.
Oh
but
yeah.
Mixed babies are some of the most beautiful people. They really are.
But the thing is, like, when you have a 13-year-old girl talking about, I want to have a baby with a white man because it's going to be a pretty baby. Like,
oh, no, I get it. No, I get it. I was just saying mixed races usually do make beautiful people. Mm-hmm. But I get it. The swirl is a big thing now. It really is. The swirl is a big thing now. However, I laugh because I'm like, oh, gee, with it. I've been dating, you know, but I don't date, like I said, I married a white girl. So, I don't discriminate against my own race or anything. It's just, I do have a type.
What I don't like is seeing the videos of the mixed race couples, which is adorable. I love mixed race couples. Yeah. But when I see them and they have like the headers that'll be like, I love my black queen. This is how, you know, we're supposed to treat our black women. And it's like, what? Pause.
I just wish they'd take. I honestly wish they would take race out of the equation. Period. I do. I mean, I'm talking about on both sides. Like I've seen black guys get on there and say, "Well, I'm not going to ever date a white girl. I only date black girls." Why even talk about it?
Yeah.
Let's keep it to yourself.
Just keep it to yourself. Because that's what's going to constantly fuel the bullshit. Is when we constantly fuel the bullshit.
That's right.
And so, it's just, it's okay to have a type. I agree. But now, it's not okay to fetishize it. It's not okay to bash your own race just because you do date someone of a different race. Yeah. I hate that. When I see black girls, there's this one black girl that's getting a lot of shit on TikTok right now. The buck-toothed girl, I don't know if y'all seen her, but she's getting a lot of shit right now because all she does is bash black men and black women now. And so she's getting a lot of shit for it. You don't have to do that. Just because you're attracted to white men, you don't have to bash your own race.
Yeah, I have a troll right now who's kind of getting on my nerves. I'm not going to drop her name, but she has a tendency to do that. To kind of pull, she's an African American woman, and she tries to bash black people, or she bashes me. She tries to say, oh, well, unlike other black people, I wear my natural hair, or this, that, and the third. And it's like, first of all, honey, I don't know where you're going with this. I'm not playing the whole Uncle Sambo bullshit with you. Yeah. I can't do it.
But I do try to tell these young white boys, though, they're like, oh, I want to. You do realize that dating a black woman, dating a white woman is different. I mean, it is different.
That's with any relationship, dating a black woman and dating.
I'm talking about a lot of these white boys don't know how to treat black because they don't know the difference in the culture. Like you need to learn the culture before you. Because you got to know, like, black girls why they have a satin pillow.
Yes, if you go to
learn why they have
a pillow like that, there may be a reason, or why certain black women are not going to let you fuck with the hair. There's a reason.
Oh yeah,
and that's 98% of them motherfuckers, by the way.
Yeah,
most of the black girls
not to touch my face.
I remember one time I was getting into sex, right? Really into sex with the girl, and I grabbed the chick by her hair. I thought I was gonna get cut. She's like, "No, you motherfucker!" I was like, "What?"
My husband knows you don't touch my face. I don't let my grandkids know.
But that's just a personal thing. I don't think that has to do with you being black, though, right?
Well, I don't know. There's other women I've talked to who do the same thing, and it's mainly because you're not going to break my skin out, right? Like I don't want your little fingers breaking my skin out. My husband is not even allowed, to kiss me sometimes, depending on, what he just got done eating. You got to fix your face.
Now I will say one thing, and I don't mean it to sound like fetishize because I really don't. But one of the things I do love about black women is the feel of their skin, because those some lotioned up motherfuckers right there. Let me tell you, they take care of their skin.
Yes, very much so.
And I love they're so soft. They're so soft, and I love it. And I don't think that's fetishizing. It's just facts. Mm-hmm. And I do love the touch of. Yeah, because a lot of women take white girls too, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I understand. I appreciate it. I'm over here just soaking up all the love.
Jeff Holiday takes care of his skin too.
Yes, this is wonderful.
To a certain extent, yeah.
He rubs mayonnaise all over his body every night.
Right. That's right. Nah, man, I'm rough as fuck. I'm rough. I'm rough. I'm pragmatic as shit. Like fucking touch my face, fucking push my ass up against the wall, rub that pussy all over my fucking mouth. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Oh,
that's make a fucking mess. I'm crazy.
Well, next time I see you, I'm gonna rub my pussy all over your face.
You do it, pimp. You rub your fucking pussy all over my face.
I'm gonna rub my pussy on you.
Say bussy, pimp.
I'm never gonna say that ever.
Say bussy.
I'm never gonna say that ever.
Come on,
yeah.
say bussy.
We done went through this. I'm not gonna say that word. It's
bussy.
stupid.
Come on, bussy.
Nope.
Bussy.
Yeah.
With that note, it's time to end the show.
All right.
Shabisky sucks, by the way, for not showing up.
He's the greatest.
Fuck him. He's fired.
He's the greatest.
I'm firing him right now. He'll be on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, we don't.
I do.
No, you don't. Don't have to lie.
I'm gassing him up, man. Trying to help his self-esteem. Fuck.
But
I'm helping out a bro. Next, I'm gonna fucking. Never mind.
Tomorrow on the show, we got Black Guy TV and Marilyn Mathers. And I appreciate you guys showing up. It was a good show.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun as always. And Missy said she will show you her boobs later, Jeff.
All right.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Titty.
All right, guys. Catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.